Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. We have Kyle Coffey, USA Indoor #1. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right. How's everything been since indoor for you?
Um, it's been fun. I honestly, I've shot all right. We're kind of college is kind of transitioning to outdoor right now, so I'm kind of stuck in the middle.
Okay,
Should
weather all right down there then to transition outside?
It's good. Probably 50% of the week. We could shoot a little bit, but
Yeah,
not a ton
yeah,
right now.
right.
do you have two bows, or are you just shooting the
Uh,
one bow and setting it
yeah,
up for?
I just got the new Hoyt, the GMX3, and then
Oh,
42-pound
sweet.
limbs for
Okay.
it, the foam ones. I'm switching over to it.
What's
Okay,
your indoor setup right now? You're shooting a
It's a Gilo
GT, right?
GT27, yeah, and then the Uka SX
Yeah.
Plus limbs, right around 32 pounds, I think. Light, but it works.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, it works good, man. Yeah.
I noticed
You've
it's
been shooting good.
purple,
Yeah.
so that's very important.
Oh
That it's
yeah.
purple.
Actually, I think I just got it off Facebook Marketplace a couple years ago. It
Oh,
just
did
that's
you?
what it was.
Okay,
Somebody
Yeah.
gave it to him.
I don't like the purple. Here, have it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I think purple's worth a couple points.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's good stuff. What arrows are you using?
Right now the 3DHV's the Victory.
Okay, you're taking that's a different take at it.
I've
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
shot them actually this past year. I shot them at outdoor 3D and indoor, which I'm switching
The
now.
same
But
spine.
yeah,
Oh, that's sweet,
600.
dude. That's really kind of
My
what you
knocking
want, I
point for
think, isn't it?
indoor, my knocking point for indoor was like that. It was rough.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot indoor though.
Yeah.
It's just got to hit.
Yeah.
It's just got to hit. What spine are those?
600.
600s. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
Cool.
little
Cool. Cool.
little heavy, but I already had them. So
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You sometimes just make do with what you got.
yeah.
Hey, and
Okay.
what was
What's
that tab? What was that tab that you were using? I
It's
forgot.
a
I
so
looked
it's
at
a
it like last year in
graduate.
Foley.
Yeah, it's a UPAC graduate. His name is Thomas Olson. It's called Tomcat Tabs. It's 3D printed. It's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
I
Does it
like it.
have hash marks on it like a Yoast
Yeah,
does?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Writing that down. I'll check that out.
It's got
Yeah.
like I'm not sure what the leather is on it, but it's thinner than all the others, and I feel like that's why I like it the most, honestly. But I
Yeah.
mean, I can't. I've tried to force myself to change, but I can't.
Don't change what's working for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that gets to be so
'Cause-
individual, a tab.
Mm.
Everybody gets kind of preaching one or the other, and man, they fit. I don't know. I prefer a much different tab than Matt does, and
Right.
then you do, and everybody else. It gets to be. I don't. There's not a right or wrong on them. I don't think.
I'm too guilty of changing tabs. I shot that sniper last year,
Yeah.
and I really like that tab. The leather on it wears out kind of quick, but that Cordovan
Uh
on
huh.
the Yoast it just kind of it works really well. Like it's a good tab, but I got like a pretty good groove in it, so I feel like I need to change it out more often. I know it'll last forever, but it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just weird
The
about it.
sniper's the one that I tried to change to, but because I like the way for 3D, the way that you can move the marks, but it's just
It's a pain
I
in the
couldn't do
rear
it yet.
though.
I'm not done trying, but
Yeah. It's a
Or
pain to
where
move
it's
them.
at.
Maybe somebody will come out with a tab where you can move marks up and down or something. I don't know. Who
yeah.
knows?
All right. So you're shooting good. You've had a pretty good indoor season. Talk us through that.
I feel like
What's your prep coming up to it?
I started so over winter break I would shoot whenever we wasn't at college and shooting every day. I would shoot like probably 2 or 3 times a week, and that's when it started. When it started getting better, and then I went back to college and I was shooting probably 6 to 8 hours a day, and I was just absolutely pounding it. And it was fun, or it still is fun. But and then
Right.
right now, I think the past week I've shot indoor once. So
You shot yesterday, didn't you?
yeah, that was the one
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
So what that was about that this week.
yeah.
How did you do?
I did pretty good. It was. I think it was a
Yeah.
297, or no, it was a 150. So it was a 147 NFA. Not horrible,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's. Hold on. What is that?
One.
You said a
It was
what?
a NFA half, so it was 147.
Oh, a half. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
147. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, that's super good.
Thank you.
Nothing wrong with that.
It,
I normally never break like 93 anyway.
oh yeah.
On mine anyway.
I
Well, I
don't
don't
know.
know if it's like.
Maybe it's because
Go
like
ahead.
the I don't have to force myself to hit the 10, but I feel like it's easier than the USA.
Yeah, see, I feel the opposite. There's no catch up.
Right. And I see
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
yeah, but a more consistent shooter would probably like the NFA face better. But
Well, and
when
I
you
have
I
I
hate
have two
aiming on it.
shots. I'll either be 10 and 8 or I'll be all nines. So it just depends on
yeah,
what me shows up.
that's what in our qualification, and I'll ask you about that too in a second. But when you qualified Madisonville, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
we was
yeah, I was just a
the
day
Thursday
or
and
two
Friday.
after you. Okay, yeah. So if I'd have known that, I'd have tried to get up there a little earlier. But so I ended up going up there and I shot. Let's see, the first day, pretty much like all 3 games. My first 3 games, I shot like nines, and I just couldn't get rid of them. And then I'd shoot an
Oh yeah.
8 or 7 or something. I didn't shoot great, but I didn't shoot terrible. But the last day, for whatever reason, it just started working better, and I shot a good score. But it was, man, it's dark in there. I was on
It is.
the very end, and it was super dark. Like I had to move my bow and look at my crawl, and I'm definitely not blaming it on that because I was just really panicky shooting anyway. But it was a you know it was okay, good
Yeah.
enough to get me there. I just needed an invitation to the dance, I guess.
Yeah, right.
So,
I feel
how
like
did your
with
qualification go?
well, with college we go to Madisonville 2 times a year. And so everybody always
Yeah,
says you shoot extremely good or just horrible there. And
yeah,
so the past 2 times, luckily, it's been good, but last year they was both
yeah.
horrible.
So, what did you change? Like, so last year, hold on, your first year at Lancaster was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, but that
Okay,
was
and
I'd been
so
shooting for
you had
like
a
2 months probably at that point.
okay, so really can't really count it too
Right.
heavy.
Last
Okay,
year
so
I
you've made
had
big jumps though.
last year I had TP really bad,
Yeah,
so I think working through that helped me a lot.
yeah. Do you just have like a really good process in place, or are you using
I
something like
just
a
say
grip
pull.
sear or tab sear? Okay,
I just say pull in my
Oh.
head and it goes off.
So
okay.
how'd you work into that from having severe target panic?
Well, to
What
get
was
rid of
your
the target panic, I put a belt close and then I slowly worked it back, and that's what got rid
okay?
of it. And
Just
then
got
I just
comfortable
I don't know.
aiming, yeah.
For a while, I would go to a tournament, I would have a word that I would say, and every time after the tournament, the word would stop working. So I kind of ran out of words, and pull started working every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot
Well,
of words. They're not quite that nice, but
Yeah.
well, it seems to be working good for you, so
yeah,
that's
man.
that's awesome. That's a hard thing to dig yourself out of sometimes, that target
It
panic.
definitely was. I think
Yeah.
I shot like a 470 something last year at college conference indoor, and then I just
Okay.
had to get out of it from there. I was in denial until that point.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's not that, it's this. And then at
Yeah.
some point, you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I need work. That's good. That's good stuff. What's so how do you aim on the blue face versus the feeta face? You lollipop. Do you find the blue face hard to aim on? I do.
I thought that I would, but I didn't. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's because the victory, they have that glare to them the shininess, I guess it is. Maybe
Coating.
that,
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's something like that.
I don't know. I thought I would too, but I didn't. But yeah, I'll lollipop it.
Okay. You've got your 3-spot vertical faces right now. You're practicing on, or you just
Yeah, buddy.
no?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Not going well though.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You should just put them down, and we'll just see what happens, Kyle.
Yeah,
that
you
way
don't
I've
need
got
them.
a chance.
Yeah. I don't know what it is
I
about
finally
a
got some in the mail.
spot, but I'm just not comfortable with them.
I'm more comfortable with the vertical than what I am the Vegas.
Oh, really? I've never shot the Vegas one.
Honestly, yeah, honestly, the what was the? Let's see. No, I don't even know. I lost it. Proceed.
Dude. All right. What do you got for you running hammers or bottle weights on that GT?
Yeah, it's the hammers.
Hammers? Okay. I thought I remember seeing that. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. What
And then I also have
So-
the ramrods, their weight on there. I tried the new other weight, but I didn't like it because I couldn't put weight on it. You know.
I gotcha. Yeah, they got some new stuff. They released that new riser, and they've got some. I haven't looked into it. Some different systems or whatever I think they're the tunnels or something like that. And I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't stayed up on that stuff.
I saw those.
Yeah. I think Scott Bills has one. I think he's had it for a little bit, but I think he's just now messing with it. Yeah, I'll give it a couple weeks and chat him up and see how he likes it.
He's got everything. I think he buys everything that comes out.
He does. I think he does. He tried he had that mic in last year briefly, I think. But yeah, he's pretty go-to. Hey man, you tried this riser? You're like, yeah. You get kind of feedback, and then you kind of understand like what he likes in a bow, and then how you would like it, kind of based off his experience and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. It's handy to have. Saves me a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So do you have that Hoyt weight on that Hoyt bow, or like what is the setup there?
I have the 40 ounces.
Could you tell a difference?
You're running the
different
40.
feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
I think on the Gilo I have 4 pounds of weight, extra weight, which is not as much as the Hoyt, but and then it's a different feel, but I still like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that weight seemed to dampen pretty good. Like I was kind of surprised. I didn't figure that it really would.
Yeah.
And then whenever I got it, I put it on there, and it was substantially more of a. I mean, it was definitely a more dead shot. Felt good. I mean, but I had to run a kicker off the back. I think I got 16 ounces of that. What is that? Sure Shot of his tungsten. I've got it off the back of that bow.
Hey, your bow. I like the way you're on your XD.
Yes. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I've got that GMX set up with it too. I just haven't been able to really spend a lot of time with it, and mine's shooting well, so I'm not gonna change anything right now.
So, what made you decide to go? Just want to try the GMX?
Yeah, I felt like it was time for a change.
New Gilo.
I've had this bow since I started. Really, I bought it right after Vegas, the first year that I shot Lancaster, and so 2 years ago. And I don't know. I just wanted to try the Hoyt. I'd never shot it before. I bought it off of John Dawson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's a shooter.
Oh yeah.
That guy's a shooter for sure. Yeah, he is. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, a lot of people like them. You get a lot of people like that bow.
I think I will. Which the limbs are a big change from the Ukas, because it's the
huge.
They're like soft, and then these new limbs. I feel like I have draw stops, like it's compound.
Yeah, especially when you get up into the heavier weight, like on my Ukas, I ran. Pounds. Yeah, so I ran those SX50s last year, just the cheaper version of what you got on your Gilo, and man, they were super silky on the back end. Like it was comfortable, know. So, and I liked those limbs a lot, but I end up trying the Hoyt limbs, and the foam limbs, for whatever reason, they just feel a little better. And I don't know. It could be just that I like the way they look better since they're all
I do
black. I'm
like
not
the
really
way they
sure, but
look.
yeah, they definitely are just more of a thud, when you shoot like
Yeah.
after the shot rather than the twang. Like the wood cores. I shot really well. I don't think my scores varied or changed any at all from one to the other, but I just liked the foam cores. They were just a little quieter, I think, and I'm pretty happy. But on the smoothness, I felt like the foams were slightly smoother, actually.
Oh, really?
But it's
I'm
hard to
not
tell
sharp
at my
with
draw
wood.
length.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to try any, holler at me. I've got a couple pair you
Okay.
could try, or I'll bring some to Louisville.
Yeah,
As long
for
as you
sure.
don't beat me. If you beat me, then
All bets are
you're
off.
not
Are
getting up.
you
Can't
on my
try them.
side?
Huh?
Are you on my side? I didn't look at it very much.
I know I got to shoot against Brian right off the
Oh
bat.
yeah. So you're not then.
So it's
Yeah.
just a toss up, man.
It's a
It really
tough
is.
top.
I
Well,
feel
it's
like
top
all of
eight.
them are.
It's always going to be tough, but it's just a tough top eight.
Yeah, it'll be
Uh,
pretty rough.
yeah.
I felt
So how
like
you
it
going
was
to work? So
crazy that there was like what 5 scores higher than Robbie's last year, which was number 1.
yeah.
What did Robbie score last year?
I think it was a 1089.
Oh, was it 89? What did I shoot? Do you remember? I
I
shot
don't.
83, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, Robbie shot a
this
good
year?
score
Yeah, it
last
was
year.
83 this year. I thought you meant last year.
Yeah. No, I didn't shoot it last year. But yeah, no, there's some hammers, man. Get super good scores.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to
Yeah.
watch.
The
Hopefully I don't
bar's
watch,
getting
but
raised. Yeah, the bar's getting raised every year, it seems.
Uh-huh.
Just keeps going up and up. That's good. That's very good. How you rolling in? So you're shooting 30. How many pounds for indoor?
32.
So 32,
Unless
and you're going to roll into your 40.
unless I get a wild hair and decide to shoot these 23s with the 45 pounds.
good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. Do it.
I don't know if I do
No.
that.
Don't do that. Don't do
I
it.
just got them this
Don't
week,
do
and I
it.
want to try them. I better try them tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I mean, if you shoot them for like a few days and then you go back, I mean, your other setup's going to seem so easy. That might not be a bad. Just playing with it,
Well,
I guess, for like
that's how I
build
felt
strength.
like going from outdoor to indoor with switching between the bows. I felt like the indoor bow was easier to shoot.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
easier. It's so much easier to aim. Like, I think the reason that I like that 50-meter stuff so much is because it's a super soft aim. You just can't aim it really, really well. It's
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I can't.
I can't either.
So I like the 50-meter thing. And whenever you come off the 50-meter and play with an indoor, like a 18-meter shot, it's like, holy crap, man, this is super easy. And then, like a week later, you're like, nope,
Yeah,
never
you go
mind,
back
it's
to
not.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, everything's harder. Yeah. No, 50 meters, that plums you up for sure. That plums up your shot cycle. It's got to if you want to hit. There's a lot to go wrong in 50 meters.
There is.
You
So
didn't
how
go
you
to
gonna
Vegas
work
this
up?
year. Oh,
Do what?
Nope, go ahead.
you didn't go to Vegas this year, did you?
No, I didn't.
No.
I wished I would have.
No.
Because after
Yeah, you should have.
I didn't think I'd shoot good at Lancaster, to be honest. And that's why I
Really?
didn't go to Vegas. But I'm going next year.
Yeah, they spaced them out, so it ought to be a lot easier to make
Yeah.
that trip for sure. Does your college, do they help you out any way to go to that, or how does that work?
They didn't this year, but they're talking about doing it for next year. So I don't know.
That'd be cool.
It just depends on the
That'd be
year,
cool.
really.
Yeah, it ought to be a really good one next year, man. It ought to be a good turnout.
Yeah.
Ryan's going to go.
I don't know. We'll see. Probably not, but maybe.
Yeah.
How you gonna roll into? Well, you're not really rolling in because you're already playing with those heavy limbs. Let's say how are you gonna roll into those from lighter weight, or are you just gonna go for it?
I'm not used to it yet, but it's
Yeah.
getting better. And so
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see in a week. We'll see, or in 2 weeks, I guess, because I'm not shooting it this week. But in 2 weeks, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's good. Our outdoor conference isn't until the end of April, so I've got a while.
Yeah. I find pretty good way to build strength is just like draw holds.
Yeah, that's what I've
You
been doing.
just draw holds and shoot. Yeah, I mean, like a week of that, it's like, holy smokes, this is you can plumb up pretty quick that way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what else you got, Matt?
Yes. So, any plans after this? You gonna shoot any more ASAs or IBOs
I
or
haven't
anything?
decided yet if I'm going to Fort Benning or is it Benning next? I think the week out, whatever, 2 weeks from now. I think it's Fort Benning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I have marched for it if I decide to go. And I didn't think my shot would transfer, which I already told you that. But I didn't think my shot would transfer into 3D, but it has well because it wasn't going well in the fall. But so I'll probably end up going to it.
Yeah.
And then I want to do the world trials too.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
for
that'd be
3D.
good.
For
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah, we
Good.
don't have any field around
Good,
here.
good.
I want to try it, but it's hard.
That's the problem with field is you end up putting a lot of time and effort in something you don't really shoot anywhere else. That's but it's the greatest game played in archery, I think.
I've never shot it.
That's yeah, it's
Neither.
just 3D is like the easy half of field, right?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. But it's all. Oh yeah. I've heard that before. The no, it's good. It's great. But it's limited. It's just limited what you can do.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 3Ds every
is.
weekend somewhere, right? Yeah, you can go somewhere and shoot 3D.
Yeah, I think there's 2 in Kentucky this weekend.
Yeah. We're already having them up here, little club shoots and stuff. And
yeah,
I know up in Michigan, I think they're starting to have some.
We had our first one whenever Vegas was.
Yeah.
That's our first state ASA.
Almost shoot 3D year round.
Yeah, I mean, we only have like 2 bad months of cold, and pretty much after that, well, I mean, it can kind of come and go, but
I feel like that's what ours is now is 2. It used to be 3, but it's pretty much 2 now.
Yeah. I mean, randomly we'll get like a bad storm in March or something, but like I know last year when I went to Foley, we had like 3 inches of snow on the ground here and get down to Foley and it was like 85 and just super nice. Was it like same for you?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. My first ASA will probably be Menden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of our college guys were mad because that's the weekend that conference is Menden.
Oh, really? So you're not going to be there then?
No.
Dang. What is the conference thing? Is that a 50-meter thing, or what is that?
It's at the University of Cumberland.
Okay, all right. So have you shot a whole lot of 50-meter? I know you shot quite a bit last year.
Yeah. For a while it was my favorite, which now indoors my favorite. But I like it once I get used to it.
Yeah. It's probably my first 50-meter was at where was that at last year, Ryan?
Target Nationals, wasn't it?
Yeah, but what was that? What's Malvern? Something? I don't know. Pennsylvania.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, anyway, went up there and really didn't think I was going to do very well at all. I don't think we shot like crazy good scores or anything like that, but I shot well. I mean, I was happy with how I did. I can't even remember what I shot, but it seemed pretty decent. I know Robbie had a pretty good day there, but anyway, it's pretty much become my favorite game to play so far.
Oh, yeah.
I still like 3D and indoor, but 50 meters just seems to be super fun. So you'll be going to Texas this year for Outdoor Nationals, won't you?
I have a chicken show that weekend, so I'm also pretty big into chickens and ducks. But yeah, It's our Kentucky State Fair. It's the biggest one.
Nobody's gonna go down there and shoot that.
Everybody needs to shoot
after
it.
after this year.
I wait
No more Texas
that weekend.
Yeah, I doubt. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I'm not gonna go.
You'll go.
I'd like to shoot. I'll shoot our state, and then got to support your state, your local stuff, and then man, I'd like to get over to Buckeye.
Me too.
I'll probably go to the Buckeye thing.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
I wish they'd have that payout.
They're putting up some good money. Yeah, somebody else is doing a payout. Was that Arizona Cup?
Arizona.
Okay, all right. That's awesome. There was a pretty good turnout Buckeye last year, and it was very well ran. It was a nice, like the place was super nice and a crazy win. So that was interesting.
Is.
But yeah, it was definitely interesting. But it was that was my first large 50-meter shoot other than state stuff.
Oh yeah.
And,
we're actually having local 50 meters this year, 50-meter shoots. I'd never seen that before, but it's called the Shootout Series is doing it.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
I was excited because I can get practice, with the tournament.
It's hard to get it's definitely hard to get for us. It's super hard to get tournament practice.
It is.
We've got a group of people here that do they put on a tournament. Matter of fact, they're putting on one Sunday. They call it Barebow something or other. It's on the USA website or whatever. You got to get on there and register for it. But I think it's some kind of team thing. I'm not real sure, but I'm going to shoot my vertical 3 spot. I'm not sure that they're gonna be totally into that, but I'm just gonna bring my targets and shoot them in there.
I'll bring my own. Yeah, you know who I am.
Yeah, they probably don't. Man, we have a pretty good turnout here now. When we had that 50-meter thing here last year, I think there's 14 of us.
Wow,
or something like that. There was a lot of Barebow people, and then our state indoor, I think we had maybe 10 or 12.
That's quite a few.
I may be off on those numbers a little bit, but I don't know. We have quite a few people that are, shooting now. I think at my local club, which is not that local, it's like an hour and 10 or 15 away, there's probably a solid 5, that are there.
Yeah.
So
really?
I know it's not a great number, but
right.
It's more than it was.
Our JOAD club, it has more Barebow and Olympic than it does compound now.
Really?
Wow.
I feel like me and a couple other people kind of started that movement, but because I used to shoot compound.
Okay.
Yeah, what made you switch?
Good. College. They wanted me to do it for team rounds for college, and then I just liked it so much better.
Okay. Yeah.
Need a Barebow guy, huh? Need a Barebow. Hey, somebody pick Barebow. I guess I'll do it. Hey, I'm good at it. That's awesome. Well, good.
So, are you a sophomore in college or junior? What are you?
Junior.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, getting close then.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a GA. Go for my master's there because we get 5 years of eligibility, and so I can still do all the big tournaments and stuff without having to take off yet.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Cool.
No, that's awesome. Good.
Man, that's really all I got. I'm out of questions. Just making me nervous for next week now.
I think so. Well, yeah, I would be.
I am.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna go. I would like to win one match, but it is what it is if it doesn't. Because I didn't do good at Lancaster, or I didn't do good on the stage. At Lancaster.
Dude.
I felt like
you did.
I felt like
just to get up there and shoot the bow.
Yeah, that's anybody makes it there. That's the the win, right?
Yeah.
All the rest of that's just a bonus.
With it after, but while I was up there, I could tell myself, I could tell I was getting mad, but it was what it was. I was just every time I would look somewhere, I would see something else new, and I would forget about my shot.
It was different this year, I think, because I don't remember. Did y'all have a monitor down in front of you?
Yeah.
So I don't remember having that.
Oh, really?
At all. No, I don't think so. I may be wrong, but it was such a blur to
Yeah,
me.
I
Yeah.
remember having something down. Yep, in 22.
Oh, you were up
Remember
there?
that one time.
Me too,
One
just one
time.
time.
Yeah, old
No,
has
that's
been.
cool. Hey, look at that. All three of us have been up there.
Yeah, yeah,
Fancy.
yeah. Fancy stuff. Yeah, that's a different experience being up there. It's
It
interesting
is.
how you
Yeah.
go and you kind of go. I say it was like you're almost like numbing. It's almost numb.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
you're doing what you need to do, but it's kind of like autopilot numb, and you gotta go and you're like, well, let's see what happens. But
I
it was a
felt like
cool. It's
before I went out there, I was shooting amazing, and then I just went out there, shot a bunch of eights.
See,
yeah,
that's
it's a
like opposite of
Oh,
what
really?
happened to me is, yeah, like, in the back where you're practicing,
Hmm.
I was watching Dimmer and Eric. Eric was just killing it, man. And then, of course, he's just a freaking
Yeah.
good shot anyway. But Eric and Brian Way, they were just pounding tens, and I was like, oh man, this is going to be terrible, And then, so I was shooting like 9, 9, 8, whatever at the practice, and I was like, I'm not even going to practice anymore. I'll just go out there, I was like, it's good enough. And then whenever I got ready to go out there, I couldn't really see anybody. I don't know how your experience was on that, but like as I was up there, I couldn't really see anybody to my left or right because it was just dark.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was like on the verge of blacking out. I'm not really sure, but
That's
uh,
probably what it was.
so yeah. So, man, I felt comfortable up there. I didn't feel out of place or anything, but it must have just been some weird adrenaline dump or something, that I wasn't. Uh,
Yeah.
that was,
I felt like
that
that's
helped
how I
me.
was during going to the eliminations.
Yeah,
Or yeah, like during the elimination matches. I felt like that's how I
yeah,
was.
yeah, it's a pressure cooker there for sure. Especially the last one is like, holy
Yeah.
smokes,
the first one's
holy
pretty rough
smokes.
too.
Larry
Yeah.
shot
The one
unreal
you get beat
against
out
you.
on.
Yeah.
Golly, dude,
That
I
was
shot a good
wild.
round too.
Yeah. You
Yeah, I was
both
like,
shot
Yep.
I
great.
feel pretty good. And I think he shot like a 113 or something, which
That's
is
what
a
it was.
very good
Yeah. I was
round.
looking at it the other day.
Yeah, yeah, and I want to say that mine was like maybe a 109 or
Yeah.
maybe a
It
110.
was
I
it was
can't
either
remember.
109 or
It was
110.
good. Yeah, it was good. I wasn't unhappy with that,
Right.
especially to be the first one. And man, like we got up there to flip the things, and I was like, oh god. I was like, I don't even know if this is possible, to come back now. And that uh, I forget his first name. His last name was Butler, but
Larry. Because I shot against him
yeah, oh
too.
Larry, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were walking back, and he was like, "Man, I'm not gonna lie, that's the best I've ever shot." And I was like, "Perfect."
What he
Well,
shot what? 31
congratulations.
on you the last game?
Yeah, dude, he killed it,
That's
man. He
wild.
killed it. And yeah, he was like, I don't know. I was like, keep rolling, man. I was like, I would love for you to go win this, please. So no, he's a super nice guy, though.
Yeah, he
Super
is.
nice guy. Does he live out there by you, or do you know him?
I know him from I shot with his wife at Vegas my first year, and so I knew her, and
Okay.
then I'd talked to him before.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, they're both super nice for sure.
Yeah, good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Good
were
people.
we were we were up there waiting at Vegas at the Mexican plate restaurant up
Oh
above,
yeah.
and they were sitting there, and uh, we were going to eat together. And I was like, you beat me out the first round. I think I'm going to have to go somewhere else. So we went down to Steak and Shake, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Can't sit with you. We're
No,
not friends anymore.
we're not cool. We're not cool,
We're
Larry.
not cool.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think Jill, right?
Yeah.
Yep, Larry and Jill Butler. Jill was my bail mate this year.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah. No, they're good people. They're good people.
Who
Yeah,
did you
that's
have first in eliminations?
Me?
Yeah.
I have no
I didn't
idea.
make it to eliminations.
I
Yes,
don't
he's
know
talking to
his
you.
name. He was nice. I liked him.
You can't remember who he was?
No, I think the second
Okay.
was Sean something.
Campbell?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a good shot, too.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
a very good shot. Yeah. So you won that. And then what was your average on your eliminations? Man, I'm terrible. I should be looking up scores and knowing
I
this
think
stuff, but I don't.
I had a 107, a 111, and a 113. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's stout.
So,
The 107
who was your last match against?
Larry.
Butler?
Yeah.
No.
My last match? Yeah.
Your last? Yeah.
Your last one was?
Yeah. Like before
Oh,
the
was it
state.
really?
Yeah, we was
Okay.
in the same bracket.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did Larry shoot on the last one?
I think it was like a 97, maybe a 100.
97. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets to be a pressure cooker at the end.
Yeah, it definitely. And like, I don't know if anybody brought it to your attention, but I think I shot against, I don't remember the fellow's name, but right before me and Robbie shot against each other,
Yeah.
we were sitting there and I'd beat that guy, and Dwayne walked out there. He's like, well, whoever wins this one's going to be on the stage. And I was like, oh crap.
I did.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But
And,
at that point,
man,
that's
I
what I
tell you what,
wanted was
dude.
the top 16. And so at that point, I was just shooting for fun. I didn't care at that point.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I think that's the way, like, you probably ought to go into all of them. Just shoot to have fun, because if you put too much pressure on yourself, it just,
For sure.
what creeps in,
Yeah. Yeah. It was beat yourself. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought there was, when I did it, I thought there was 4. I don't know why. I just had it in my head there was 4. We worked down, and then we got to the end, and we all, and just kind of looked, and it's like, oh, this is the last one. And then it was like, holy smokes. And the guy I shot against on the third round, he actually had me 2 points all the way through till the last end. And then he was on my left. And so I just told myself, just don't even look at his target. Don't even look at his target. Just come up, and I looked down at the ground. Yeah, I just looked down at the ground, raised my arm, and I just blocked his target. It's like focus 100%. And the point swing was big. And I was like, so I slid in there, and it was awesome. But that's such a pressure cooker.
Yeah,
it's good. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
fun.
I love it.
I've come to like the nerves. Honestly, I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
figuring it
something else.
out, how it affects you and whatnot, and how it affects your shot and everything. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Or you'll get some more in a week, less than a week.
We'll see.
Less than a week.
Whatever happens.
Have you ever shot? Have you ever shot Louisville, like NFA Indoor Nationals?
No.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is. It was fun.
It's a good time. Yeah, there's a lot of hanging out on the practice range and stuff. It's a good.
Tearing your bow apart, there's a lot of that.
Of course,
realigning limbs and stuff like that. Whatever.
I tore my whole bow apart like 3
normal
times.
Stuff. Just normal stuff,
right?
Because it's the bow,
definitely.
Yes,
the
for
bow,
sure.
Yeah,
that's good stuff. So,
cool, man.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Less than a week.
Yeah,
and I'll see you on Friday when I roll in.
Okay.
And yeah. So yeah, shoot strong and be a hammer.
Oh yeah,
Good luck,
we'll
man.
try.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm shooting okay, so we'll hopefully. I'm trying not to shoot every day.
Oh yeah.
I feel like sometimes I just shoot too much and get carried away. So I'm just going to shoot a little bit here and there.
Maintenance.
Yeah, just kind of maintenance for sure. Because man, honestly,
I'm gonna try to get comfortable with 3 spot. We'll see. I'll probably shoot quite a bit.
Yeah. Hey, what is your order before we get off here? What is the
first,
order?
Second, third. So I don't know why.
Well, you can't shoot 3 2 1.
Top,
middle, bottom.
Man, am I just super backwards?
Yes,
what do you do?
You're wrong.
Yeah, but I may go fiddle with that tomorrow then, because I don't want to shoot. Honestly, I don't want to shoot. Say me and you shoot against each other, right? Are we on the same side of the bracket or no?
No, we're not.
No, you're on the winner side.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I shoot bottom to top, but I don't want to be on the same. Like me and you have to shoot
I
against
get
each
what
other.
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to just be like that. Would be super weird. I think.
Yeah.
There's
One of
7
my
pros, aren't they?
compound friends shoots middle,
Yeah.
bottom, top. I think that's really weird.
That's what Ryan does.
No,
It
I
is
go
weird.
middle, top, bottom. No,
I
it's
think
not
that's
weird.
what happens when you
It's
get like
completely
40. I think.
Oh yeah.
middle, top, bottom. One day you'll come around. You're like, you know what? He's on to something.
He's
All
on
it
to
takes
something.
is just one oops, and then you're like, man, you know what? If that was aimed at the middle and I just dropped one into the bottom and got those points, he's on to something.
Yep.
It's a safety.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I try not to plan for those bad moments, though.
Yeah.
Although
okay.
they creeped in Vegas again.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to stop bringing that up. Yeah, I probably won't stop bringing that up because it was terrible. Did you see what I ended up doing?
I don't think I did.
I just
no.
totally missed the target. It was
did
terrible.
you? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shot
what scored? So you missed the target, and then what score did you shoot on that round?
65.
Oh, I thought it was the other score, and it was super impressive. Okay.
No, I shot a 65 with a miss. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I thought your miss was on your good round for some reason.
No, I wish that would have been sweet. Because then it wouldn't have been nearly so bad. I think my best round there was like a 78 or 79. I don't really know. Maybe it wasn't even that good.
Okay. No, I think you're right.
I'm terrible at keeping up with scores, so somebody's going to prove me wrong probably on everything I've said.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I really don't, man. I just kind of show up and get led around.
Yeah.
I felt like at Chili Nationals, I kept getting so close to 280, and I would get nervous the last arrow and shoot an 8. I did it twice. I had a 278 and a 279. Both times shot an 8 the last arrow.
Yeah. Dude, that freaking 280 it's hard to get. I mean, it's just super hard to get. I don't shoot very many of those at home though. Like I know, like, I don't know if you're anything like me, but I'm kind of, I'm kind of weird in the fact that like I'll shoot upper 70s typically, but I normally carry those over to most tournaments. I mean, I just don't shoot up in the 80s very much. I have a couple of times, but I don't ever shoot like 88 or I never shoot those great scores like that.
I go in streaks of it. So I'll do it for like a couple weeks and then I'll go back down. I'd been shooting high 70s and I was shooting my practice scores like in a tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. That's what you want, I'm sure, you know.
Yeah, mid-high 70s. That's just going to be tough to beat, anywhere. People can, say what they want, but I mean, a 70 is going to be tough to beat. If, you get guys that just start stringing 70s together, like, yeah, he's not going to win every one, but he's going to be fighting. He's going to be right there knocking on the door all the time,
my average come out to like 70.2 or something like that for my qualifications. And, I had a 79 one round and then had 368s. So I don't know. Or hold on, 368s and then a 79. So
you're right, yeah.
I don't know. At least I brought it back, honestly, and I'm glad that I shot that really good score good for me score on the last day rather than the first day and go down. You know what I mean? Because I was at least able to gather things up. And
that's a tough one. First round shooting. It's pretty easy to get kind of shooting off, and then you let that get almost like you're trying hard. Well, I got to get back in it. It's so super easy to do that, and then thinking you need that 78 to be in the fight, and you don't. If you're 68, if you maybe not manage 68s all 4 rounds and been in the top 8, but you know what I'm saying. You could have, if you just, hey, it is what it is, and you have some bad arrows because we're barebow. We just don't shoot that. We're just not that accurate, and don't let it get to you and just go on through. Then your next round, you could get back, catch your groove, and the next thing you know, you shoot a banger round.
Yeah.
And
My
'cause we're all
my first
we're all
tack for
capable
the
of doing
first
that.
day was a 266, and then I just said,
All right.
I'm gonna have to do something, and so I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like I just buckled down and tried as hard as I possibly could, which I should have been before, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks would shoot that 66 and then just, go like kind of the other way with it, just let it get to them, and then
Yeah.
just start shooting worse. And
I think I
they don't.
had
He's like, all right, so what's going on with it? And what can I change? Like you said, he's like, well, all right, I'm not focusing, I'm not buckling down, and then you just got to business, and then look what
on
that
that
did right
66.
there.
I think I had a 3 and a 5, and it just killed me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
so like what happened? Like just kind of
Same thing that
panicky, or
Dimmer
did?
does. That
Oh yeah,
left
same thing.
miss or right, I mean.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I have those too. Yeah, that's where I go with them as well. Yeah,
that's where my misses are.
I didn't shoot very good this year again. But I had my first day, the first round of the first day, I shot a 60, I don't know, 66, 7, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I remember you telling me.
Yeah, with a 3. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
and then yeah, I was like, oh, here we. And then the second round was just, yeah, my issues, kind of thing. And then the second day was, better than that, but not. I'm not in the fight. Still working through my stuff, but yeah, it's good stuff. You're doing great. I'd say, you just keep doing what you're doing. You know what you're doing, and yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome
It's
watching.
fun. It's been
These.
a fun winter for
Yeah,
sure.
no, it's good to have the new faces, and everybody's doing things a little bit different. It shows that there's multiple ways to do this,
Yeah. I
and
feel like my form compared to
nothing's
like
right.
what people say is the right form is like way off, but it works. It's consistent, which is all that matters.
I'm right there
Yeah,
with you. Yep, 100%.
comfortable is consistent. Consistent's a big score, man. That's all there is to it. As long as you're not hurting yourself. Yeah, if
Right.
something
Yeah.
hurts, yeah, we got to change it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's just whatever. As long as you're, there might be something wild, but you're not. If you had wild form, you wouldn't be shooting the scores you did. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you're obviously it's working. It's working
I
great.
feel
So
like with my
it is
bow
what it
arm,
is.
I don't keep it completely straight. I'll
Yeah.
put a little bit of give in it, and it just somehow stays the same every time. I try not to think about it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
start.
Right.
Then that
So
might.
where do you anchor at? Is it
The corner of
lower
my mouth.
or
Yeah, it's right there in the
just
corner of my
okay?
mouth. Yeah.
So as far as like the back of your hand, any like jaw or anything in?
No, I just
No,
leave it there.
just corner of the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't pull into that really any?
Not a
I
ton.
need to watch
No.
your video
I
again.
do a little bit. Like it's my tab or something has scraped up my face as recently. Well, actually, it was doing it at Lancaster, but I don't know. I just left it there because it was going.
Yeah. Going in the middle.
But I don't know. I tell myself to pull, and I don't feel like I do it that much. But I just pull until it goes off. I'm not I see
Yeah.
the middle and go.
Yeah. So
Right.
whenever you did get a little panicky, was it like getting to the gold, or was it like what? Because that's my problem. Like, is getting it to the gold and just dumping it, and
That's
not
what
wanting
it
to
was.
really.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
getting it to it
But
and
when you
immediately letting it go.
yeah,
And it
but
just
I've noticed like whenever I get to it, if I fight through it or have that little glitch, then I'm good. But
yeah,
if
me
I
too.
don't, sometimes it's it's bad,
You'll see me if you watch me whenever I shoot. I'll flinch bad, and if I catch it,
Yeah,
it goes in the middle every single time.
yeah,
And people always
Eric's
say,
like that
"You
too.
gave me a heart attack," or something like that, and it always goes
yeah,
in there. So I don't let them down.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I try not to too. I mean, I need to probably a couple of them,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'll
Well,
tell you this.
that brings to that good Joel talk, about that,
Yeah, I know he's not down with letting it down. I
Yeah.
yeah.
mean, he doesn't want you to. Man, I'll tell you what, man, he was super helpful in Vegas because I kind of, we all kind of, me and Brian and Nick or Bert, as we know him now, because we're friends
We're
now.
friends. We're
Yeah.
friends. Bert.
He, we were all having a little bit of trouble, and everything, and he was just super willing to help. So,
Yeah. I've talked to him several
which
times.
was, yeah, man, he's a cool dude, and he's a good shot too. So
Mhm.
it's always fun to shoot with him. So
Yeah.
Ryan, you'll get to actually hang out a little bit whenever you come to Vegas next year because it's, you have time.
Yeah.
You do have a
Yeah,
lot
we'll
of
see.
time.
That's
I
an
like the
expensive
fact
one.
that you can go
That's
at
an
3
expensive
a.m.
one.
and practice.
I know. Well, I don't do it at 3 a.m., but
Well,
I'm not
no,
a
but like
college
if you
kid.
want to, you
Yeah.
know, if you wake up and like Robbie was this year, he was there at 3 a.m.
Was he really?
Yeah, because he was snapping
Oh
me.
my god! Holy cow!
Got. Sometimes you need that peace and quiet to maybe work through something.
Yeah, dude,
Just
I
go
definitely
and
shoot better when
it's
I'm by
cool.
myself, or work through stuff. I'll say when I'm by myself.
get the
Yeah,
distractions away, and you just kind of just go through your process. Yeah, no, that's for sure, for sure.
cool, man. Well, I guess we'll wrap her up and not keep you here all night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me. It's
Oh,
it's just
it's good.
9:30 here.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna follow it. You guys will be there in person. I'll follow it from home, and then see you guys when I show up. And good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck. Don't take the 45-pound limbs, the 42s.
No.
Don't take those down
Well,
there.
I'd
Matt
say I
wants you to.
won't.
He might try to talk you into it. Maybe shoot up a couple times, build some
Yeah,
endurance up,
yeah.
but don't
I am
take
gonna
us down
shoot them
there.
or just to play with them. I wish that I had gotten them earlier in
Oh
the
yeah,
year that I would be comfortable with them, but it's all
yeah.
right. I'll shoot them next
It's
year.
a lot of shooting. For me to shoot 42s and 43 pounds, I can do it. I have to shoot so often. I shoot a lot anyways, but I have to shoot
Yeah,
so often to maintain, and sometimes that is hard. And then I have a problem with these calluses on my fingers. I have to tape my fingers up now. These calluses just get
at Lancaster, I had
big.
blood blisters on my fingers, and it was rough.
Yeah, yeah. I've been that. This is kind of a newer thing for me to deal with. Part of it's the way the hook and just like a meaty part of my finger, and
Yeah.
but it is what it is. And I've learned that if I file them down and I tape up, it's manageable. So, but
Oh,
I'm having the issue now on like 38-pound limbs. So it is what it is. But yeah,
where my draw length is so short with those 42-pound limbs, I'm barely aiming in the middle now. We're at 50, and so it's rough.
What do you mean
okay.
barely?
Like top of the gold. Last year I shot
Oh, okay.
38 pounds
You
and I
just
had
have
to
trouble
aim in the
getting
blue
it.
and black.
Ooh.
Okay, with 3D HVs, really? Are
Yeah,
they short? Are
they're
your
also
arrows short?
now I'm shooting VAPs. So
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
you can get for. I have, well, I didn't really have an issue, but I prefer a little bit of a crawl, even at 50. I don't like bumping the knock for anything. I try
right.
to be, so for like a standard limb for 50 in field, I shoot an 800 spine VAP, a pretty short one with like 80 grain points. Well, it's like a 250 grain arrow. So I have
Yeah,
no
that's
problem
what mine
reaching
are.
50. I mean, it goes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And, they work good. And honestly, for Buckeye, it was a
I was about to
windy
say
day.
I've not
And
shot them in the wind yet. I wondered if they would work.
yeah, so it was windy and they were pushing me. They were pushing me to like the 7 ring pretty hard. I could see them. I mean, they were kicking and everything and just dealing with it. And Oakley's was there, but they were down on the other end and in master class, and he's shooting, his border set up with X10s. So he had, maybe almost 100 grain arrow weight on me. And the
Yeah.
first thing I did when we got done is I went right down to him. I said, "Hey man, how far were you getting pushed?" And he goes, "I was getting pushed to 7 ring." And I'm like,
Oh,
"So was I." So the only thing I come up with is the speed was just carrying me because they're fast, right? They're smoking fast.
yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah, I was happy with them. I'm happy with them. I've done good things with the VAPs, and But the new setup, my new setup, I can get 50 easy with 38 pounds.
Oh, really?
Actually, a little bit of crawl and the 325 grain arrow right now.
Oh,
Just playing
wow.
around. Just playing around.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I'm not having to shoot 40, 42,
Yeah, that's
43
nice.
pounds, which is nice for a change. But don't have a long draw like Matt does.
No, I ain't got
One
nowhere
day
near
y'all will
that.
grow up.
One day, I wish I could grow up like that. Oh, good stuff. So, all right. You got anything, Matt? That it?
That's it. That's it. I'm just going to go practice, and maybe I
You
can give
need
these
it.
guys a run for their money.
Hopefully, we
You
can
need it.
maybe meet in the finals. That'd be great.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But all right, so well, good luck. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate
you.
your time.
Cool, man. We'll see you.
See ya.